இந்த கிரவுண்ட்ஸ்மேன் என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா நல்லா வந்து டைம் இருந்தது ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு. பட் கமிங் பேக் டு இந்த ஒரு விக்கெட் அகெயின் ஹார்ட்னஸ் டெஃபினெட்லி இருக்குது. பட் கம்பேர்ட் டு நேத்திக்கான விக்கெட் இன்னைக்கு விக்கெட்ஸ் கொஞ்சம் ப்ராப்ளி ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ்க்கு அசிஸ்டன்ஸ் லேட்டர் ஆன் இருக்கலாம். சின்ன சின்ன கிராக்ஸ் இருக்குது. ப்ராப்ளி பால் ஓல்ட் ஆச்சுன்னா ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ்க்கு அசிஸ்டன்ஸ் லேட்டரான இருக்கும். எக்ஸ்பெக்டட் ஸ்கோர் என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டெஃபினெட்லி 160 170 இருக்கும். டெஃபினெட்லி டாஸ் வின் பண்ணுற டீம் வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு பேட்டிங் ஆடணும் தான் பார்ப்பாங்க.
சிறப்பான வெதர் கண்டிஷன்ஸ் இங்க கோயம்புத்தூர்ல. மேட்ச் நம்பர் 2 இங்க இருக்கார் அபிஷேக் தன்வர், ஜெகதீசன், மேட்ச் ரெஃபரி வசந்த் சரவணன் அண்ட் டாஸ் ரெப்ரசன்டேட்டிவ்ஸ் சரவணன் அண்ட் ஹரிஷ். டாஸ் பண்ணலாம். கேப்டன் ரெடியா? TNPL ஒரு சைடு
ஹெட்ஸ்
ஹெட்ஸ்னு கால் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஹெட்ஸ் இட் இஸ். ஹெட்ஸ் கூப்பிட்டுருக்காரு. ஜகி டாஸ் வின் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க, என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க?
நாங்கள் பேட் பண்ண போகிறோம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்.
என்ன ரீசன்?
The wicket seems pretty good and it looks pretty hard. So we thought, being the first game of the tournament, we thought we can bat in first.
நீங்க வந்து ஒரு டார்கெட் செட் பண்ணலாம்னு முடிவு இருக்கு. ஸோ உங்க பர்சனல் ஃபார்ம் எப்படி இருக்கு? டீமோட பேட்டிங் எப்படி இருக்கு?
உண்மையிலே நல்லா இருக்கு. Obviously before the tournament we had a lot of preparatory camp going on and everybody got used to the format of the game and everybody looks in good shape and personally even I feel good.
உங்க டீம் காம்பினேஷனை பத்தி கொஞ்சம் சொல்ல முடியுமா?
Team combination, obviously எங்கள் டீமில் நிறைய பேட்ஸ்மென்ஸ் இருக்காங்க. To begin with, batters வந்து probably ஒரு டீப் பேட்டிங் லைன் அப்னு சொல்லலாம். பட் at the same time bowlers இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக நியூ bowlers இருக்காங்க. பட் at the same time ஒரு டச் ஆஃப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸும் இருக்குது எங்கள் bowlingல. ஸோ லுக்கிங் ஃபார்வர்ட்.
நிறைய எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இருக்கு. இம்பாக்ட் பிளேயர்ஸ் ரூல் வந்திருக்கு. அது எப்படி யூஸ் பண்ண போறீங்க?
ரொம்ப நல்ல ரூல் நான் ஃபீல் பண்ணுறேன்.
வணக்கம் நேயர்களே, வெல்கம் டு டே 2 மேட்ச் 2 அண்ட் ஆல்சோ பிச் நம்பர் 2. இந்த ஒரு ஸ்கொயர் ஆக்சுவலி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அருமையாக ஹார்டாக இருக்குது. இந்த கிரவுண்ட்ஸ்மேன் என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னா நல்லா வந்து டைம் இருந்தது ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு. பட் கமிங் பேக் டு இந்த ஒரு விக்கெட் அகெயின் ஹார்ட்னஸ் டெஃபினெட்லி இருக்குது. பட் கம்பேர்ட் டு நேத்திக்கான விக்கெட் இன்னைக்கு விக்கெட்ஸ் கொஞ்சம் ப்ராப்ளி ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ்க்கு அசிஸ்டன்ஸ் லேட்டர் ஆன் இருக்கலாம். சின்ன சின்ன கிராக்ஸ் இருக்குது. ப்ராப்ளி பால் ஓல்ட் ஆச்சுன்னா ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ்க்கு அசிஸ்டன்ஸ் லேட்டரான இருக்கும். எக்ஸ்பெக்டட் ஸ்கோர் என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டெஃபினெட்லி 160 170 இருக்கும். டெஃபினெட்லி டாஸ் வின் பண்ணுற டீம் வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு பேட்டிங் ஆடணும் தான் பார்ப்பாங்க.
சிறப்பான வெதர் கண்டிஷன்ஸ் இங்க கோயம்புத்தூர்ல. மேட்ச் நம்பர் 2 இங்க இருக்கார் அபிஷேக் தன்வர், ஜெகதீசன், மேட்ச் ரெஃபரி வசந்த் சரவணன் அண்ட் டாஸ் ரெப்ரசன்டேட்டிவ்ஸ் சரவணன் அண்ட் ஹரிஷ். டாஸ் பண்ணலாம். கேப்டன் ரெடியா? TNPL ஒரு சைடு
ஹெட்ஸ்
ஹெட்ஸ்னு கால் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஹெட்ஸ் இட் இஸ். ஹெட்ஸ் கூப்பிட்டுருக்காரு. ஜகி டாஸ் வின் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க, என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க?
நாங்கள் பேட் பண்ண போகிறோம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்.
என்ன ரீசன்?
The wicket seems pretty good and it looks pretty hard. So we thought, being the first game of the tournament, we thought we can bat in first.
நீங்க வந்து ஒரு டார்கெட் செட் பண்ணலாம்னு முடிவு இருக்கு. ஸோ உங்க பர்சனல் ஃபார்ம் எப்படி இருக்கு? டீமோட பேட்டிங் எப்படி இருக்கு?
உண்மையிலே நல்லா இருக்கு. Obviously before the tournament we had a lot of preparatory camp going on and everybody got used to the format of the game and everybody looks in good shape and personally even I feel good.
உங்க டீம் காம்பினேஷனை பத்தி கொஞ்சம் சொல்ல முடியுமா?
டீம் காம்பினேஷன், obviously எங்கள் டீமில் நிறைய பேட்ஸ்மென்ஸ் இருக்காங்க. To begin with, batters வந்து probably ஒரு டீப் பேட்டிங் லைன் அப்னு சொல்லலாம். பட் at the same time bowlers இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக நியூ bowlers இருக்காங்க. பட் at the same time ஒரு டச் ஆஃப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸும் இருக்குது எங்கள் bowlingல. ஸோ லுக்கிங் ஃபார்வர்ட்.
நிறைய எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இருக்கு. இம்பாக்ட் பிளேயர்ஸ் ரூல் வந்திருக்கு. அது எப்படி யூஸ் பண்ண போறீங்க?
I mean, ரொம்ப நல்ல ரூல் நான் ஃபீல் பண்ணுறேன் இம்பாக்ட் பிளேயர் பிகாஸ் ஆப்வியஸ்லி இந்த டோர்னமெண்ட்டில் வந்து இட்ஸ் அ பிக் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி அண்ட் எவ்ரி கேம் ஒரு புது பிளேயர் உள்ள வந்து இன்னும் எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ண முடியும் அண்ட் இன்னும் நிறைய பேரோட கண்ணு அந்த இம்பாக்ட் பிளேயர் மாதிரியும் இருக்கும் ஸோ நல்ல ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி.
தேங்க்யூ, குட் லக்.
தேங்க்யூ.
அபிஷேக் தன்வர், நீங்க பவுலரா இருக்கீங்க, ஸோ bowling போட போறீங்க, உங்களோட யோசனை என்ன?
Actually, இது நல்லா விக்கெட்டாக இருக்குது. ஸோ ஐ டோன்ட் திங்க் ஸோ இட் வில் சேஞ்ச் மச். ஐ மீன் இந்த செகண்ட் இன்னிங்ஸ் ஆல்சோ ஐ டோன்ட் திங்க் ஸோ இட் சேஞ்ச். இட்ஸ் அ pretty hard wicket, so we are okay with it.
இங்க கொஞ்சம் விண்டி கண்டிஷன்ஸ் இருக்கு, ஸோ கரெக்ட் எண்ட்லேருந்து bowling போடுறது ரொம்ப முக்கியம் இல்லையா?
கண்டிப்பாக, ஐ மீன் ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் கரெக்டான எண்ட்லேருந்து, பிகாஸ் கார்னர் விக்கெட் வேறு. ஸோ அதெல்லாம் ஒரு ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி போட்டு தான் bowling போடணும்.
இந்த சைட் பவுண்டரி கொஞ்சம் சின்னதாக இருக்கலாம், ஸோ வந்து ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ் ரொம்ப முக்கியம் இந்த மிடில் ஓவர்ஸில் யூஸ் பண்ணுறது.
ஐ மீன் எங்ககிட்ட ஆக்சுவலி குட் ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, குட் லெஃப்ட் ஆர்ம் ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, நிறைய வெரைட்டிஸ் இருக்குது. அண்ட் யங்ஸ்டர் சச்சின் ராட்டி அண்ட் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் கணேஷ் மூர்த்திலாம் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ வி ஆர் வெரி கான்ஃபிடென்ட்.
சச்சின் ராட்டின்னு ஒரு பேர் சொன்னீங்க, அவரு
ப்ராப்ளி பால் ஓல்ட் ஆச்சுன்னா ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ்க்கு அசிஸ்டன்ஸ் லேட்டரான இருக்கும். எக்ஸ்பெக்டட் ஸ்கோர் என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டெஃபினெட்லி 160 170 இருக்கும். டெஃபினெட்லி டாஸ் வின் பண்ணுற டீம் வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு பேட்டிங் ஆடணும் தான் பார்ப்பாங்க.
சிறப்பான வெதர் கண்டிஷன்ஸ் இங்க கோயம்புத்தூர்ல. மேட்ச் நம்பர் 2 இங்க இருக்கார் அபிஷேக் தன்வர், ஜெகதீசன், மேட்ச் ரெஃபரி வசந்த் சரவணன் அண்ட் டாஸ் ரெப்ரசன்டேட்டிவ்ஸ் சரவணன் அண்ட் ஹரிஷ். டாஸ் பண்ணலாம். கேப்டன் ரெடியா? TNPL ஒரு சைடு
ஹெட்ஸ்
ஹெட்ஸ்னு கால் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஹெட்ஸ் இட் இஸ். ஹெட்ஸ் கூப்பிட்டுருக்காரு. ஜகி, டாஸ் வின் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க, என்ன பண்ண போறீங்க?
நாங்கள் பேட் பண்ண போகிறோம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்.
என்ன ரீசன்?
Wicket, I mean, the wicket seems pretty good and it looks pretty hard. So we thought, being the first game of the tournament, we thought we can bat in first.
நீங்க வந்து ஒரு டார்கெட் செட் பண்ணலாம்னு முடிவு இருக்கு. ஸோ உங்க பர்சனல் ஃபார்ம் எப்படி இருக்கு, டீமோட பேட்டிங் எப்படி இருக்கு?
I mean, உண்மையிலே நல்லா இருக்கு. Obviously, before the tournament, we had a lot of preparatory camp going on, and everybody got used to the format of the game, and everybody looks in good shape. And personally, even I feel good.
உங்க டீம் காம்பினேஷனை பத்தி கொஞ்சம் சொல்ல முடியுமா?
Team combination, I mean, obviously எங்கள் டீமில் நிறைய பேட்ஸ்மென்ஸ் இருக்காங்க. To begin with, பேட்டர்ஸ் வந்து ப்ராப்ளி ஒரு டீப் பேட்டிங் லைன் அப்னு சொல்லலாம். பட் அட் த சேம் டைம் bowlers இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக நியூ bowlers இருக்காங்க. பட் அட் த சேம் டைம் ஒரு டச் ஆஃப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸும் இருக்குது எங்கள் bowlingல. ஸோ லுக்கிங் ஃபார்வர்ட்.
நிறைய எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் இருக்கு. இம்பாக்ட் பிளேயர்ஸ் ரூல் வந்திருக்கு, அது எப்படி யூஸ் பண்ண போறீங்க?
ஐ மீன், ரொம்ப நல்ல ரூல் நான் ஃபீல் பண்ணுறேன் இம்பாக்ட் பிளேயர் பிகாஸ் ஆப்வியஸ்லி இந்த டோர்னமெண்ட்டில் வந்து இட்ஸ் அ பிக் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி அண்ட் எவ்ரி கேம் ஒரு புது பிளேயர் உள்ள வந்து இன்னும் எக்ஸ்பிரஸ் பண்ண முடியும் அண்ட் இன்னும் நிறைய பேரோட கண்ணு அந்த இம்பாக்ட் பிளேயர் மாதிரியும் இருக்கும். ஸோ நல்ல ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி.
தேங்க்யூ, குட் லக்.
தேங்க்யூ.
அபிஷேக் தன்வர், நீங்க பவுலரா இருக்கீங்க, ஸோ bowling போட போறீங்க, உங்களோட யோசனை என்ன?
ஆக்சுவலி இது நல்லா விக்கெட்டாக இருக்குது. ஸோ ஐ டோன்ட் திங்க் ஸோ இட் வில் சேஞ்ச் மச். ஐ மீன் இந்த செகண்ட் இன்னிங்ஸ் ஆல்சோ ஐ டோன்ட் திங்க் ஸோ இட் வில் சேஞ்ச். இட்ஸ் அ pretty hard wicket, so we are okay with it.
இங்க கொஞ்சம் விண்டி கண்டிஷன்ஸ் இருக்கு, ஸோ கரெக்ட் எண்ட்லேருந்து bowling போடுறது ரொம்ப முக்கியம் இல்லையா?
கண்டிப்பாக, ஐ மீன் ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்ட் கரெக்டான எண்ட்லேருந்து, பிகாஸ் கார்னர் விக்கெட் வேறு. ஸோ அதெல்லாம் ஒரு ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி போட்டு தான் bowling போடணும்.
இந்த சைட் பவுண்டரி கொஞ்சம் சின்னதாக இருக்கலாம், ஸோ வந்து ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ் ரொம்ப முக்கியம் இந்த மிடில் ஓவர்ஸில் யூஸ் பண்ணுறது.
ஐ மீன் எங்ககிட்ட ஆக்சுவலி குட் ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, குட் லெஃப்ட் ஆர்ம் ஸ்பின்னர்ஸ் இருக்காங்க, நிறைய வெரைட்டிஸ் இருக்குது. அண்ட் யங்ஸ்டர் சச்சின் ராட்டி அண்ட் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் கணேஷ் மூர்த்திலாம் இருக்காங்க. ஸோ வி ஆர் வெரி கான்ஃபிடென்ட்.
சச்சின் ராட்டின்னு ஒரு பேர் சொன்னீங்க, அவர் முதல் டைம் ஆடுறாரா TNPL?
ஆமாம், இதான் அவங்கள ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் அண்ட் ரொம்ப சூப்பராக பண்ணியிருக்காரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டிவிஷன் லாஸ்ட் இயர். ஸோ வி ஹவ் பிக்ட் ஹிம்.
அவரும் நல்லா பண்ணோம், நீங்களும் நல்லா பண்ணலாம். குட் லக்.
தேங்க்யூ.
நியூஸ் ஃப்ரம் த சென்டர். Chepauk சூப்பர் கில்லிஸ் டாஸ் வின் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க, முதல்ல பேட்டிங் ஆடுவாங்க.
Srinivasan and Rajesh Kannan, who will pick up the fan crazed new ball as the fireworks erupt for day 2 of Shriram capital TNPL. Salem Spartans in familiar blue walking out with the Chepauk Super Gillies. Should be Pradosh Ranjan Paul and N. Jagadisan, the local boy.
Take decisions in a lot better manner.
As we begin the Sonata countdown for game 2. Ball 1. And straight away a bit of nip in the air. That's what you expect from Abhishek Tanwar. Just feeling for it was Pradosh.
Good bounce and carry first up. This will provide the encouragement that bowlers generally look for. They test the bounce of the pitch first up. And it is just a question of the left-hander feeling for it. We all have done it, Abhi.
Yeah, it's just nice to feel the bat on ball. Going for that big in-swinger. Heading in line. Wide delivery.
Yes, the key is not getting carried away. When you get some bounce, you got to try and hold your reins and then say, yes, I got to be consistent here because there's something in it for me.
Noticed with this white ball, as the years have gone by, it's only a couple of overs where you can maximize the swing. First runs for Pradosh Ranjan Paul. He's running away. That will be 4. Could have asked for a better effort from the fielder, but Pradosh Ranjan Paul brings up his first Shriram 4.
He's a good player of his pads, this Pradosh Ranjan Paul. Look at the timing and the ball racing away. You got to really feel for the bowler. Everything's loaded in favor of the batter here at this venue. Pitch is good for batting. Outfield is fast. Despite the support that he had on that occasion, it was not possible to stop the boundary.
Fuller this time. The Salem Spartans will have to find some renewed vigor. It's a new team. It's a team that's struggled in the past in terms of finding the right combinations, and they will be looking at someone like an Abhishek Tanwar to extract something on this pitch. Spoke about it, and teams batting second have won more, but Chepauk have chosen to bat first here.
Good decision. Put runs on the board, get off to a good start, see what is the form of the batters. This is the occasion for them to try and get the combination going. The first few games in this competition.
And especially on a ground where we see little to no dew, it almost makes sense to bat first. We saw that yesterday. Even though the Laika Kovai Kings had a poor start at 14 for 3, they had the time to sort of develop a partnership, a respectable 179, and the opposition were bundled out because of some poor shot selection. Tonight could be a similar story. Take your time initially and then move on to 4th gear. Jagadisan to face his first ball.
Good use of the hands. Hardly any feet movement. Yes, he's got a little bit of a trigger movement, fine, but you've got to try and pick the line and play through the line here. That is how good this pitch is.
Had a couple of outings for the Kolkata Knight Riders. Jagadisan, this year's IPL, he's looking to prove himself here again. It's well left, 6 without loss. It's about being consistent initially. There's that swing away. Both of these bowlers, Sunny Sandhu and Abhishek Tanwar, tend to rely on swing more than pace. So it's important to get the direction right initially.
If you've got to get the ball to deviate off the surface, you've got to hit the right lengths. And that will be dictated by the length as well.
Stiff breeze blowing right to left for the batter right now, so can aid in some outswing. Played away fine, looked intentional. First Shriram 4 for Jagadisan.
Intentional or not, that will provide some relief for him. It's always good to get off the mark, regardless of how experienced you are, how accomplished you are. Deliberately open the face of the bat there on the occasion and fully in control of it. He was very much aware of where the field is where.
Pulling to the shorter boundary on the offside, so it's important to get the angles right. Way down the leg side. Kudos to the keeper, because that was definitely traveling to the boundary. That's the dimensions. We're talking about 58-meter boundary square on the offside and just 52 meters. That's why you've got to keep the angles perfectly in order to stop those intentional boundaries. A change in field. As the slip comes out. Back-to-back wides for Sunny Sandhu. We were speaking about direction and he's missing it at the moment.
Yeah, you got to be good in science as well these days, Abhi. If you have to be a good cricketer, angles and all, dimensions and all, direction, everything, pace, degrees, whatnot.
Yeah, we've got all of these data points as well that you need to remember. For the first time, we've got Hawkeye as well in TNPL. Oh. Just when he was landing or about to land, it's very, very awkward. That is okay, straight up.
Yes. It's good to see him get up and walk back to his run-up, because these can really get dangerous. It can result in severe injuries too.
It's important that all the players are taken care of, and Kaveri Hospital has been incredible in their support throughout this tournament. All of their ambulances will be present throughout all 4 venues, and they've been an integral part in providing medical support throughout this tournament. Kaveri Hospital. Edged. I'm going to leave Raman to decide whether it was intentional or not, but it was definitely a Shriram 4.
The angle of the bat suggests he intended to play somewhere in that region. Whether the contact was off the edge or the middle of the bat, we'll have to wait and see. But the intention was to play it there. But the way he grips the bat, it had to take that edge, because the bat face is slightly closed when he plays that shot.
We've already seen a bit of extra bounce, but you've got to hit the right areas for you to extract the most of it. Right now, they've been wayward. Good loud call of no straight up from Pradosh Ranjan Paul.
You got to hit the right length, and you also got to finish the action for you to generate that bounce. The tendency for some bowlers is to just release the ball, put the ball there, and try and hit the right length. But you got to finish the follow through for you to create some discomfort to the batters.
Big appeal, but will just be a dot ball to finish. It's 18 without loss.
Yes, runs will be scored in a T20 format, but you got to try and ensure that you don't provide too many boundary balls. Spoken like a batter.
True one, that. It's always about knocking off those bad deliveries, but edged or deliberate? That's the question. This one looked more of the center of the bat. This one disputable.
The difference was in how they hold the bat.
What was that?
One obviously holds the bat with the bat face closed, and that's the reason the contact was on the edge.
I've always realized when you're trying to play the ball or tap it down to third, you're always thinking whether it's edged or not. But what's more important is the fact that you're closer to the ball. You'll be more in control, just like any other shot. If you're trying to play a late cut with a new ball, it's not a great thing, great idea.
It can't be far away from the body. It has to be closer, but it has to be slightly around the body as well.
Now this one was nice and full. And Juggy said, thank you very much. That was definitely off the middle of the bat for sure. Another Shriram 4.
That was an imperious drive. Just stood tall and then smashed it through the offside.
That's his area of strength, Jagadisan, over the years. More than 1,800 runs, and I can guarantee you about 40-50% of his runs would have come in that area. Need to plug that very, very soon. There's one more. This time, straight to the fielder.
Looking to make a bit of room on that occasion. Timing was excellent, but straight to the fielder.
1,885 runs. Look at that average, 43. He's been one of the players of TNPL. Short. And again, was guided away down to third.
Looking at those numbers, he's got to try and increase the strike rate in the years to come, because he's been around for a while. He's had a lot of experience. He knows how to go about things. He bats at the top of the order, plays during the power play. The strike rate should be slightly better.
Yeah, considering the numbers that most IPL franchises look at, who think as an opening batter 130 would be the benchmark, you need to count for the fact that you are playing in a league slightly below the IPL. This man has played a beautiful pull shot to finish the over. Fine leg in. Another Shriram 4 for Pradosh Ranjan Paul. 27 without loss, Chepauk Super Gillies. Best of 4 for 11. Doesn't turn the ball much. Angles it in to the right-handers. Speaking about most runs in the TNPL, strike rates and all of that. But when it comes to this tournament, these are guys that you will be looking at closely. 3 of them will be in action tonight. Baba Aprajit now with the CSG, and Kaushik Gandhi with the Salem Spartans. Targeting that area is Pradosh Ranjan Paul. Played it late. Just a couple of runs for him.
Interesting shot that, because it was fuller in length. There was width on offer, but the length was full. And he leaned back and played it fine. The fact that he got that much of bat on it was really something.
I've seen him hit the left-arm spinners through covers a few times. Give him a bit of room. He likes playing that against the turn, but it's more the angle with someone like Ganesh Murthy.
Think he's playing the dimensions?
More the angles. This one was fuller, more into the body. Makes sense. Just tap it and run. Started well, Pradosh Paul. And this man has started well to Jagadisan with his 3rd boundary of the evening. The Chepauk Super Gillies are moving along nicely.
Superb timing once again, and he's making it look easy. Staying inside the line of the ball. so that the arms can be free to play that shot was the key there.
Looking short of ideas, the Salem Spartans at the moment.
Good cricket. Boundary followed by a single. Good understanding displayed between the two.
Away again, but this time will be a dot ball. Another good over, 9 runs off it, 36 without loss after 4 overs, CSG.
Has looked good, Badri.
Good evening, Shibani. Good evening, Star Sports viewers. Akash Sumra playing in this 11 as a batsman, but he can bowl. Economy not the greatest, but he has good figures there. 3 for 14. He's given some good performances. The conditions going to be a huge factor, Shibani, today. It's very, very windy. Much more windy than what it was yesterday. The end Akash Sumra is bowling from is with the wind. The batsmen have to figure out whether they're hitting against or into.
The CSG batters so far haven't had to take a lot of risks. They've been going along the ground, and when you're playing along the ground, the wind doesn't really come into play. But as you said, windier today. You can see those flags fluttering in this stiff wind.
Excellent shot. Pradosh Ranjan Paul. We've heard a lot of good things about him. He can bat. He didn't mean to hit it there, but then he went through with the shot. Was in the gap.
Going straight this time. We've seen him access the third man region multiple times in this game so far. This time driving straight. Seemed to be a little early on through the shot, but managed it quite well with his wrists.
He was early, but the good thing was the bottom hand wasn't tight. He pulls it. There's a fielder right there. Heard a lot of good things about Pradosh Ranjan Paul. He's got 313 innings, first class innings. He seems like a good player, taking the right boxes. Good through the offside and leg side. Has got good, strong fundamentals as a batsman. Very, very important. Of course, still early days. I haven't seen him much, but I think he's got the stuff. Jagadisan on the other side. Wide.
Yeah, Pradosh Ranjan Paul last year for Nellore Royal Kings. Played a few good innings, solid batter. But this season, of course, early days still, first game for them. But looking attacking as well.
.23-year-old Pradosh Ranjan Paul, early days. Goes in the air, Jagadisan. Gets underneath it. He can bat. Shall we call him Mr. TNPL? Highest run getter in this tournament, gets another boundary.
Stands and delivers. Freeing his arms. He's very strong through the offside region, and we're seeing that again and again in this game already. Great balance, and takes that one on.
There's definitely something different about Jagadisan's setup as a batsman. He's standing with the stance really wide. There's definitely a change in his elbow position. He's clearing his left foot. Clears it again, but misses. A dot ball. 47 without loss. Running the first one hard. Yes, Jagadisan is quick. They make it easily. Good dive from Pradosh Ranjan Paul. Jagadisan was the one who pushed Pradosh Ranjan Paul for the second run, but good running.
Both of them took off quickly, looking for that second one right off the bat. Jagadish, as you mentioned, pushing for that second one. Pradosh Ranjan Paul, great commitment. He was running blind since he was running to the other end and not the danger end, putting in the dive. The understanding between these two batters has been exceptional. The running between the wickets has been very, very good. They've been getting the boundaries, yes, but they've been keeping the strike. They keep turning the strike over. So you have the right hand, left hand combination messing up the bowlers' lines and lengths. It's been really good for CSG.
I agree, Shibani. Opening partnership, it's like a match made in heaven. All the times, you need not say things, but you should be able to understand and judge what the other partner wants. 50 up for the Chepauk Super Gillies. They've taken the first step right. They played this power play well. Chepauk Super Gillies. Sonata partnership between these two. Just like the Sonata watch. It's been brilliant, classy, elegant.
Stylish too. Very stylish, and the timing of it. The opening partnership. The best time for a big partnership. Your openers.
Slightly slower through the air this time from Ganesh Murthy. Oh, some turn and bounce. So what you got to do as a bowler, you got to be brave. Give some air, appeal by Rajesh Khanna. Unmoved. Why that throw? They're already batting well and these guys are just gifting runs away. Not going to help the cause. Jagadisan made it, I thought, easily. Such a hard throw the batsman has reached. Why?
Desperation. Desperation for the fielding side. They need this wicket. 5.5 overs, already 53 on the board. No wickets down. Looking, searching for that first wicket.
Hits it over square leg. Last ball of power play. Finishes with the boundary. Pradosh Ranjan Paul taking on Ganesh Murthy. End of 6, 57 without loss. Boy, it keeps getting worse, doesn't it? A big no ball. 3 to 4 inches to say the least. Ganesh Murthy. Bowling a no ball is a crime in itself in T20 cricket when the odds are stacked against you. As a spinner, when you do it, no. It's just adding up, Shibani, here. Piling up for the Salem Spartans.
It's the pressure the CSG batters Jagadish and Pradosh Ranjan Paul have put on the fielding team, on the Salem Spartans bowlers. Ganesh Murthy has an economy of under 7. He's a spinner who routinely bowls in the power play, and that's a great economy for a spinner who bowls in the power play, but under pressure. Free hit.
Last ball of power play. Takes it on. It's with the win. That's a 6. It's a boom, boom, boomer 6 from the bat of Pradosh Ranjan Paul. End of power play, 64 without loss. Cuts it. Another misfield. Check out the new Citroen C3 World Urban Car of the Year. Citroen is born French, but it's made in India. Brand with 100 years plus legacy. Amazing car. Shivani, you want to get one yourself?
Thinking about it. Does look very stylish. 100 plus year legacy, and CSG, of course, a team with plenty of legacy in the TNPL. Match made in heaven.
You can think about it. I can only dream about it. 3 singles. Here's Radhi. Plays it fine. into the gap as well. Not only can he play the big shots, he can play the deft touches too. Boy, he can bat. Pradosh Ranjan Paul, another boundary. He moves on to 40.
Excellently played. Gets really close to it, almost as if he's smelling the ball. Gets his head so close to it. Watches it late, almost out of the keeper's hands. And therefore is able to play it so fine. And the ball races away.
The later you play, the more time you have. That's what batting is all about. Deft touch. Literally plucked it out of the keeper's hand. Pradosh Ranjan Paul. That delivery. I like that shot.
It's a beautiful shot. It's not the first time he's played it today. He's played quite a few down to third man. Singles and boundaries. He's been good through that region. Whether it's a pacer or a spinner. And that way has been able to rotate the strike very easily with Jagadisan.
A little bit of medical attention to Pradosh Ranjan Paul. We'll get you the updates, but it's a good time to have a team talk. Abhishek Tanwar getting his troops in.
Has been brilliant.
Running the first one hard. Going for the second. Makes it easily. These two are quick runners between the wickets. By plenty of boundaries behind square. They used the pace of the bowler. They found the gaps too.
They've gotten into good positions. The head position also very important, especially when you're playing to the third man region. That last shot was a prime example of good head position for that shot.
Oh, hits his partner. Pradosh. I hope Jagadisan is okay. Hit him on his arm. End of 7, 73 without loss. Interesting thing about Mokit is he can bowl left arm spin as well as right arm spin. Bit of ambidextrous. Mokit Hariharan, left-hander batsman as well. He's mainly in the team as a batsman, middle order batsman. Can strike a ball, but he bowls a bit of left arm spin too.
Being ambidextrous in bowling, does it help with the batting? Can he maybe reverse sweep and switch hit a bit easier?
Definitely making a strong case for him in the 11. But I don't know whether it... See, he's bowling right-handed now. For the left-hander, he's bowling off-spin. And for the right-hander, he's going left-arm spin. It's a new order of the day.
Absolutely amazing. That is some serious skill. And to be able to control the lines and lengths, whether you're bowling left-handed or right-handed.
See, the left arm spin for Jagadisan. And right arm round the stems for Pradosh Ranjan Paul. Oh, there is some serious talent. Great asset as well. Look at that. Round the wicket, off spin to Pradosh Ranjan Paul, and pretty good at it as well.
First ball, a left arm spin on target to Jagadisan, and then the right arm spin as well. He started really well with both guards. Hard to do that even if you just bowl right-handed.
Chepauk Super Gillies doing really well here. The experienced side, Chepauk Super Gillies. Experience is a huge factor in TNPL.
In the context of the game, where we've seen so many boundaries and sixes, mostly boundaries, Mohit Hariharan has bowled a very good first 5 deliveries to his spell. Just a run off each delivery. Can he finish the over well?
It's a good over from the ambidextrous Mohit Hariharan. End of 8, 79 without loss.
He's done brilliantly for Tamil Nadu over the last couple of years. And it's important to continue the good work. They say form is temporary. But if you can make it a long run of good scores and try and make it as permanent as it can be, that's what will get you to the higher levels of cricket. These days, it's an elevator that you can go through. Big inside edge. Time to say good evening to Abhinav Mukund.
Good evening, LS. It's been a solid start. You're speaking about higher levels. Both these young men looking to reach the pinnacle. Pradosh Ranjan Paul looking to change his numbers. He's always been a young man with a lot of promise, LS, and it's time to translate that promise into numbers.
Absolutely. And they're presented with superb opportunities on a regular basis to do that. Hasn't timed it too well. But still. And it's caught in the deep in the crowd. It's a boom, boom, booma. Super six.
Targeting the shortest side of the boundary was Jagadisan. We're playing on these corner pitches, and that's really smart, even though he was going against the turn.
Also the wind assistance from one side just helps the ball carry. Very good running between the two. But if you look at the sixer again, the reaction from Jagadisan. Well, he knew he miscued it, but it sailed over.
Yeah, we're talking about the wind. We're talking about the shorter and longer boundaries. And Jagadisan played on the back foot and easily completed 2 runs. Bowler not too happy.
Good early call. There's got to be no hesitation between the two batsmen. 91 for none after 9. Knocked him over. They needed a breakthrough. They were cruising. Chepauk Super Gillies. And he's rewarded for a very good first over. Mokit Hariharan.
You could almost sense it coming. Wanted to increase his strike rate. This time, a wild hike across the line. And the ambidextrous Mokit Hariharan strikes with his left arm spin this time. Possibly tiring Jagadisan, but he has to walk back for 35. 91 for 1, the Chepauk Super Gillies. The most successful team, bought him at a high price this year's auction.
When you present the full face of the bat, it's much easier. We saw in the case of Jagadisan, he looked to go across the line. Even in the last over, when he cleared the boundary, he didn't come out the middle of the bat. In trying to keep up with his partner, Pradosh Ranjan Paul, he was knocked over. And a wicket much needed by Salem. Is he hit wicket? I think the wicketkeeper thinks he's gone. He's hit the stumps. Rajesh Kannan probably will go upstairs to the third umpire. Lakshmi Ceramics, third umpire, probably will decide.
Bad delivery. TV umpire to director. I am ready for the ball speed. Good to go.
You can speak third umpire audio to line, please.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire's review for hit wicket. It's a fair delivery. Let's start with side on angle, please. Can you rock and roll it there, please?
I'm giving you a split screen.
Yeah, give me the split screen, please. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Can you just play it again one more time? Satisfied? Satisfied? I'm ready with my decision for the big screen.
Lakshmi Ceramics. Is it going to be 3 letters or 6? Not out clearly. Amit Satvik, the wicketkeeper, dislodging the bails. And also brings up a spectacular half century in just quick time. Just 30 deliveries for the elegant left-hander.
Great start to the TNPL for Pradosh Ranjan Paul in a new role, opening the innings. He's played at a more than healthy strike rate of 170.
Again opening the face of the bat to get the placement right. So yesterday, Sai Sudarshan playing some magical shots. Here's a well-paced out innings.
That's the point of TNPL. Would have been out if he had hit, but Pradosh Ranjan Paul is going to take on a new gear altogether because they have wickets in hand. But I was saying that this is the point of TNPL, the platform for young cricketers. A showcase with a lot of scouts watching for the IPL. Put their hat in the ring.
Not be giving a wicket away for 1 run, especially when you're well set. Single will bring up the 100, maybe look for 2. Decide against 200 for 1 after 10.
It's important that they take a decision based on the strengths of their team.
Good running, very good running. If you see the angle of the bat of Aprajit, he placed the ball into the ground.
We were talking about batting first and batting second, and yesterday we noticed the team batting first, even though they had a bit of a stutter at the start, managed to get 179. Today they're looking to get a lot more than that, the halfway stage.
Brilliant. If you're able to predict where the ball is going to bowl, you can play these innovative shots with amazing ease.
Always programmed around the wicket. The angle will be coming in with the fine leg inside. You see a lot of these prompts a change in field immediately. The fine leg going back and the third coming in. The reverse, Ellis?
Don't think so. Go leg side. Because he's going to be playing against the angle if he's going to look to reverse on the offside. And Pradosh Ranjan Paul has got shots all around the ground. Just sensible cricket is what is required. And Tamil Nadu has a history of producing good left-handers. From the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2023. Just the 1 wicket lost. Jagadisan was the man dismissed. And looking to up the ante. playing across the line. Completely missed the ball.
Always fascinates me to see this because how similar the actions are when it's almost like a mirror image of each other. Left arm, right arm. How hard is that? We talk about cricket modern day and age, and if he manages to have that much accuracy, it's going to be difficult for a left-right combination to think who is going to take this bowler on. It's quite a common practice to have left-right combinations throughout the middle order, but this is the evolution. Single to Pradosh Ranjan Paul, moving on to 60, and he will keep strike. It's 108 for 1 after 11 overs.
A lot of pace, a little bit of it. Just use the pace to very good effect. Always adds to the atmosphere, the crowd in. You have a deep point. One of the things a bowler does is bowl bad balls because he's got protection there. Now he wants to hit boundaries and he's succeeding in doing that. He's on a roll.
Could almost preempt this with the left arm spinner coming in. Pradosh Ranjan Paul going into the line, possibly not the best of timing, but he had the placement. Split the fielders beautifully.
When you play a sweep like that, you know the ball is going to change his line. And the change of line is going to be outside off stump. And he was in a good position to play the short square of the wicket. And some of the better players force the bowlers to bowl to the strengths. Change in field. Shot finally comes to mid-wicket. Deep square leg has gone a little finer. Nicely played. Presented the full face of the bat almost every time. Aparajit.
Yeah, what Pradosh has done has given Aparajit that time to settle because he's getting a boundary every over. The run rate's close to 10. So just gives him that time to get his eye in.
What you don't need now is the dot balls. You've got to be scoring every ball, and what Upper is doing right now, by virtue of getting at run a ball, is settling down. And plenty of overs still remaining. And on the right is Dr. Baba, media manager of the Indian team, some time ago. And the Baba brothers will take part, as they always do, in TNPL 118 for 1.
I see big things for him. Welcome, Shibani.
Hello, Badri. Yes, he's been extremely impressive today, Pradosh Ranjan Paul. His awareness, footwork, shot execution, but most importantly, shot selection. He's picked the right balls to play the right shots to. Offside, leg side. You can see in his wagon wheel, predominantly leg side and third man. But he's picked the right balls to play to each area. In the last over, we also saw him step in and convert an offside ball to the leg side for a boundary ball. Great innings here. And good partnerships too.
In the air, he's in the gap. When you go for it, you got to go hard. The harder you go, the luckier you get. There was width on offer. Baba Aparjit threw the kitchen sink at it.
Upper batting very well here. Just kept taking those singles, keeping Pradeep Ranjan Paul on strike, giving him more of the strike, and this one unleashing, as you mentioned, width on offer, opening the face of the bat as well.
Down the leg and a wide. Shibani, I've got a question for you. Mokit Hariharan is bowling left arm spin and off spin. Both is okay. Would you rather have a proper left arm spinner bowling to either of the batsmen, or you would be taking on an ordinary bowler who can bowl left as well as right? Look at that. I still get the feeling that I would any day prefer a left arm spinner who can bowl really well, who can surely give me 4 overs. As we see here, left arm spin and right arm spin, he does bowl both. I worked with him last year. He was with us, the Dindigul Dragons. He couldn't control the line and length very well with both hands. But I would rather take a left arm spinner who has got good control, who's got variations, who can bowl to either of the batsmen. Yes, bowling left and right is talented, but when you can't do either properly, does it serve the purpose? I'm just putting it out there.
He started off very well. This over, he's bowled a couple of wides. But coming back to your question, definitely someone who is exceptional at either bowling left arm spin or right arm off spin or right arm leg spin, any form of spin or bowling. If you are extremely proficient in one arm, then you can trouble a right-hand or left-handed batter. But now he's serving up a few full tosses, and that has been dispatched to the boundary. Again, as you mentioned, a bit of wayward bowling in this over.
That's exactly my point. He doesn't have control over line, neither length. Look at that. It's a wide full toss. Look at the height of the full toss for a spinner. That's awful bowling. For a settled batsman, it's just a Christmas gift. All he had to do is just get bat on ball. Last ball. Offside. Was hit hard. Saved a boundary there, Abhishek Tanwa. Pradeep Ranjan Paul will retain strike. 134 for 1.
And that's where CSG is headed.
It just seems like the role definitions. One thing I like about him is he's reacting to the ball. He's not committing into the shot early. He's watching it till the end, getting into the gap. That's a good quality to have. Gives you consistency as a batsman.
Absolutely. He has planned which shot for which ball, but he hasn't predetermined the shot. So the difference in that is, when you say predetermined, then if whatever ball a bowler is bowling, you're saying, I'm going to scoop the ball. Whereas a planned approach is you divide the pitch into multiple areas, and then you say, if the ball is going to pitch here, then I'm looking to play this shot, that area is free. So he's planned it such that if it's outside the off stump, I'm looking to go to third man. Or sometimes he's stepping in and trying to access that leg side.
Tries to go leg side this time. Yeah, the key for a batsman is to plan but not commit. You always have a plan B for every ball. Gives you success in T20 cricket, but then when the ball is in the slot, you commit yourself 100%. No guarantees in T20 cricket. A change in the field, fine legs coming in. All fielders out in the deep, down the ground. Baba's got to go. No. It's a longish boundary on the leg side.
We're looking for two, but good work by Sunny Sandhu there. keeping it down to one. Long boundary, yes, but the fielder got to it quickly. Sunny Sandhu, fast bowler, has a good arm as well. But Akash Sumra, 4 balls, 4 singles. Good over so far.
A big one on the cards. I would have thought they would have, looked to go after Akash Sumra. He's definitely not one of the main bowlers of Salem Spartans. A good over from him. 5 of 5.
Maybe looking for a big finish. Last 4 or 5 overs. They have 9 wickets in hand. Pradosh Ranjan Paul well set. Baba Prajit getting his eye in.
Goes leg side. That's a 6. The length was a little bit short, but the shot was long from Baba. Ends it with a 6. 145 for 1. Trying to go leg side. Well bowled.
Good start to the over. Saw that Pradosh Ranjan Paul was looking to go leg side, stepping in, went wider. The last few deliveries, he seems to be looking for something, searching. But Baba Prajit, what a shot that.
Long hop. Easy pickings for Baba Prajit. When you're bowling at 115 Ks, you can't bowl short. Risky run. Bowler, you gotta get behind the stumps, boy. Do the basics right. They literally stole a single from right under the nose.
Also more risky because he was on the back foot. A direct hit, perhaps he was gone.
The switch hit. Pradosh Ranjan Paul was searching, as you mentioned, Shibani. He finds one. The 150 comes up as well for Chepauk Super Gillies.
What a shot there. Gets into great position, switching up his legs. He's been timing it well, and this one right out of the middle. Just had to get it over that short third and point fielder.
One's on the offside, another one on the leg side. Is that in the gap? Yes, it is. Back-to-back boundaries for Pradosh Ranjan Paul. He is seeing the cricket ball like a football now. And the gaps are getting bigger for him.
Beautiful shot. Deep square leg in place. Had to go finer. Used his wrists to perfection to hit that ball fine enough for a boundary.
He's staying ahead of the bowler mentally. Smart batting. Settle the batsman. I'm batting well. I'm keeping the strike. 156 for 1 after 15.
Yes, 60, maybe even 70 runs, especially if these two keep going.
They are penalizing the fielding side by keeping an extra fielder inside. They should give an extra fielder outside if they bowl 1 over ahead. What do you think, Shibani, about that?
The way CSG are going, these two batters, especially Pradosh Ranjan Paul, an extra fielder may not make a difference. The ball, I feel, will still fly to the boundary.
So many things stacked against the bowler. I like all these new rule changes. Add some excitement. This game of cricket. Then for the viewer, it gets a bit confusing as well. Goes in the air, Baba Prajit, but it's with the wind. Sails over the boundary for a huge 6. Boom, 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 a 6 from Baba.
Got into a good position, took on that long on fielder. Leg cutter there. He was ready for it and unleashed high finish. Great looking shot and brilliant timing.
Salem Spartans are just missing the lens massively. They've just bowled far too short. They haven't got the pace for it. Yes, all smiles. The coach, Hemang Badani, and the captain. Why wouldn't they be smiling? They are 164 for 1. The 16th over. Pradosh Ranjan Paul registers his highest score in TNPL, 88 not out. Triple figure on the cards as well. Goes leg side. Tries to go leg side. But well bowled.
Getting that extra bit of bounce there, Sunny Sandhu. Pradosh unable to make contact. That ball was a bit too high for that shot. Well bowled. Sometimes bowlers would prefer to bowl to one batter. For example, today Pradosh Ranjan Paul going well, then you'd want to give him a single and bring maybe Baba Prijit on strike. But you do that, and he's taking you to the cleaners as well.
Well bowled. I like this over. You got to keep mixing it as a bowler. You got to bowl those bouncers. You got to bowl those wide yorkers, slow ones, change of pace. Keep the batsman guessing. This one is gone wide and full. Last ball was a short ball into the body. Be proactive as a bowler. Make the game. You don't keep bowling to where the batsman wants you to bowl. Last ball. Goes big. Pradosh Ranjan Paul. But it's into the hand. Hasn't timed it well. Comes from the bottom of the bat. He has been denied. Sharon Ply, power catch of the match by Akash Sumra. Chepauk Super Gillies lose the second.
Brilliant bowling here by Sunny Sandhu, rewarded for his variations. Well judged catch. That ball was spinning in the air. Pradosh Ranjan Paul ended up slicing it. But a brilliant innings for Pradosh Ranjan Paul. 88 off just 55 deliveries. CSG 164 for 2.
And it's not going to stop. It's going to only increase. We all know that Sanjay Yadav can play a long ball as and when he chooses to do so. And Aprajit, he's been around for a while. He's experienced. He'll pick his moments.
Touch and go. Good take from the wicket keeper and a clap immediately. But just to remind the viewers that Abhishek Tanwar, 17 wickets last season, the highest wicket taker. But needs to use all of his experience. This time Fuller on the stumps.
He's doing the right thing. He's bowling a fuller length, bowling stump to stump line. And that's the best chance a bowler has of restricting the batters, because he's got the fielders out in the deep, in the straight field. And any width that he offers the batters, it'll be dispatched without a problem.
And this man can definitely dispatch it. 452 runs last season. Phenomenal numbers. 186, average of 90 plus. But what struck me was the number of sixes that he hit.
The numbers are right, surely.
No doubting that. Started off nicely, punching it down the ground.
Just a reconfirmation that was Abhi, because the numbers are staggering in all parameters. If you look at the aggregate, if you look at the average, if you look at the strike rate, everything is absolutely top-notch.
Which is why I was surprised his team didn't make the finals with two batters in the top 4, top 5, and these are the two batters. Chepauk Super Gillies have managed to poach them in the auction, Aparajit and Sanjay Yadav. But it's been a good over so far from the skipper Abhishek Tanwar. Just 2 runs of the first 4 deliveries. Pick your brain on this. When you've covered a lot of cricket, coached T20 teams in the past, do wickets have an impact as much as, let's say, a longer format? Because batters come in well settled now and almost go after the bowlers from the first ball. A wicket fall and you see a 2-run over so far of the first 4 deliveries. And as we speak about the fall of wickets, another one falls. The pressure was building on Baba Aprajit. And it could well be the Sharon Ply power catch of the match. Mohammad Adnan Khan, the fielder.
I was saying at the start of the over that he's doing the right thing in bowling a straighter line and a fuller length. He did not get the length right, but it was too low a full toss to gain the elevation there for Aprajit. And the fact that the ball went that far was an achievement by itself. End of Aprajit, he falls for 29 and 166 for 3, Chepauk Gillies.
And the first ball goes out of the ground. Harish Kumar with a boom, boom, boomer. Super sixer of just his second ball.
The way he looked at it nonchalantly after playing that shot was a delight for photographers. The pose he stuck there, why not? He was enjoying the ball sailing into the crowds. And you enjoy these moments as a batter.
It's always fun when it sails over the boundary rope. The crowds are not wanting to return the ball back. And we had to send one of our own. Couple of fast bowlers. Why are they smiling? Not a great time to bowl.
They wouldn't want to bowl now, even if you give them the entire world.
Swing and a miss. Was in the slot again. Akash Sumra really needs to get his lengths and his lines right as well. Raman, the field is set for the wide Yorker. I fear he's coming too much on the stumps.
He's trying to hit the deck hard and he's trying to bowl quick. But what is important here is that he's got to be smart here. Pace is not the only criterion to succeed.
Those are the two fielders that I'm talking about. On the deep boundary on the offside, it's selfie time. Oh, Nani and Yomayesh, part of our Tamil commentary team, enjoying the action here at the Ramakrishna College ground in Coimbatore. That should be wide. That's the challenge for someone like Akash Sumra. To change his angle, to change his plans altogether for Sanjay Yadav.
You got to really practice a lot if you got to come from round the wicket and try and cramp the room when you're bowling against the left-handers, because there's a lot more effort involved in your back, and that's the reason you got to practice, get stronger to develop the control.
And the good thing is Sanjay Yadav hits straight. If he comes somewhere closer, you will expect shots such as these. Didn't time it too well, but still managed to get a boundary. Sanjay Yadav is up and running for his new team.
When you combine strength with the kind of bats you get these days, and when you're growing up in the white ball format of the game, this is the result. It doesn't matter. You know how to hit boundaries.
So if you time it well, it's a sixer. If you don't, it's a boundary. Precisely what you get. Setting himself up. And another one. That's huge. That's out of the ground. Go fetch that. Sanjay Yadav with his first boom, boom, boomer. Super sixer.
Not just timing alone, Abhi. You flex your muscles and time it well. This is what happens. You called it.
He can flex his muscles. He's a big boy, Sanjay Yadav. And speaking about his six-hitting prowess, and he's just started it off nicely this year as well.
Yes, there are a lot of things that we may talk in the com box as to what the bowlers should do. But when you are under pressure there, when you're being subjected to this kind of treatment by big hitters, you just hope after bowling.
Yeah, that's exactly what we were talking about at the start of this over. We spoke about 12 runs still being a decent over. He's conceded 18 of the first 5, not following up well from his captain. And he has to re-bowl that one, make that 19. He's under the pump, Akash Sumra.
Clearly under pressure there, Sumra. And I suppose the bowlers will be anybody, even if he's experienced, he's got to feel that little bit of pressure. And when you have a big hitter like Sanjay Yadav getting into the act, and there's nothing much that he can do.
It's time to get an eye on the innings timer because Akash Sumra is just not finishing the 18th. No, we had a lot of spin. The middle overs.
Disconcerting for the skipper. He's done a good job. He's not being supported well enough from the other end. And on top of that, a lot of extras being conceded as well.
Final ball ends with a dot. 20 runs of that over, 187 for 3. And he starts beautifully. And he should be out, I think. Sunny Sandhu with a smart piece of work. We have some work for the third umpire, Lakshmi Ceramics, a decision review for him.
I'm ready to latch on.
Yeah, please.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire's review for run out. Give your best side on angle, please. Thank you. Satisfied. The batsman is well away from the popping crease when the wickets were put down. I am ready with my decision for the big screen.
Confirmation from the third umpire. There it is. Declared the batsman out, and rightly so. Good work from Sunny Sandhu. Sees the back of Harish Kumar. Dismissed for 8. And the Gillies are 187 for 4.
To come out in the park and put in some good performances. Satish is in because Sunny Sandhu was very alert. Getting there before the batter was slow to turn Harish Kumar.
He executed the Yorker really well, and on his follow-through, he kept his wits. Because it's so easy to get flustered, too excited when you're looking to run a batter out. Does well.
Doesn't time it well. Should have another wicket, Sunny Sandhu. Abhishek Tanwar takes a comfortable catch, and R. Satish's stay is quite brief because he goes second ball.
Looking to go big was Satish there, clearing this front leg away. And that was never his strong area. Even at his peak, the offside holds out to cover.
TNPL, possibly 5,000 overall. But Sasidev, he's also been a part of the Chepauk Super Gillies from the initial years.
This wicket will go against his name. He did well of the first ball to get rid of that Harish Kumar. And then he backs it up with another wicket in the same over. Good stuff this. Terrific pressure when he started this over. when you're looking to try and disconcert the batters, bowlers generally tend to vary their pace. There are a lot of variations that they try and conjure. Releasing the ball from the back of the hand, running the fingers across the ball. But of course, this is something they can do without conceding wides. But what has happened tonight is that the Chepauk Gillies batters have picked the slow deliveries really well, and they got a lot of runs.
That's what you're talking about. Anything below 120 clicks, the balls just travel.
The reason for that is that the bowlers were bowling short of length and they're providing width as well. We saw Pradosh Ranjan Paul get a lot of runs behind square on the offside repeatedly. And that meant that the bowlers were not picking the little things that matter. And this is where I was saying in my earlier stint that the keeper has to help the bowlers. He's got to give them proper feedback.
This over has been good though from Sunny Sandhu. Just the single, no boundaries conceded in that over. 4 coming off it, 2 wickets in that over. 191 for 5, just 1 to go. The death bowling, Abhishek Tanwar in particular, has been phenomenal.
This is where they must take encouragement from, because if they can do it during the last 4 overs of the innings, they can obviously do it in the other phases of the innings as well. This is something they got to really think back on and try and replicate in the other phases of the innings in the next game.
Now, sometimes when you're talking about execution, bowlers tend to look at these phases quite differently. I know a lot of bowlers who now are thinking, why not death bowling even in the 12th or 13th over? When you're getting carted around, look to be a bit more defensive. Stick to your plans. Unlucky, but will get himself a boundary. Sanjay Yadav just missing the Yorker. Abhishek Tanwar managed to get a thick inside edge for a boundary.
Good idea. These things happen. We can't obviously fault the bowler on this occasion. And talking about the phases that they've had, if they see the pitch map, they'll realize the lengths and the lines are different in the last 4 overs compared to what they did in the earlier overs.
Precisely. I think the plans have been a bit awry when it came to the middle overs. Sanjay Yadav on strike.
Talking of plans, it's important for both the captain and the bowlers to decide beforehand as to whose plan will be executed first. Is it the captain's plans first or the bowler's plans first? If there is a little bit of miscommunication with this particular point, then things can go really off the rails.
Especially when you're having a first-time captain in Abhishek Tanwar, it's important to align with each other's plans. I think he's got his idea sorted. He's been phenomenal. A 200 pitch. There he is again with that Yorker. Running for 2 is not on, but no damage done. In the end, the throw was wide.
There again, this is a problem sometimes. When Tanwar is good in what he does, he has to realize that the other bowlers may not be able to do what he can. So he's got to settle for plans which the other bowlers can execute and the other bowlers feel comfortable about.
That's definitely something they need to ponder, the Salem Spartans. Kaushik Gandhi, a fielder there, they'll be looking for a good performance from him. Good start, possibly. Ex-Super Gilly. He has been sensational, Abhishek Tanwar, the skipper of Salem Spartans. Another toe crusher. But unfortunately, there's going to be a bit of an anti-climax because he's overstepped.
Dear oh dear, Of all the things, this happens towards the end of the innings. But again, you cannot overstep. That's a straightforward thing, non-negotiable thing. But even if he were to bowl a dot ball and complete this over or concede just 2 singles, I think the damage is already done.
Yeah, he's been guilty of that in the past. Oversteps when he's looking for that extra bit of effort. But this is also the first over he's bowling from this end, the pavilion end. Could be a case. Not marking. But manages to keep that one away. No timing whatsoever from Sasidev. And again, a good over from Tanwar.
Come on, Abhi, you can't be insisting that you'll bat only from one end well.
Exactly. I know bowlers bring out those inch tapes before the game and they mark their run-ups. But it's just something that annoys a captain all the time. Take the example of CSK and one post-match conference where MS Dhoni said, no more no balls, and suddenly it was. And after that, there were none. This time, the stumps go cartwheeling again. Let's hope he hasn't overstepped this time, because Chepauk Super Gillies, oh no! Every single time he hits the stumps, he has to overstep. And that's confirmation. Sanjay Yadav gets a reset.
Once again, he's got to pay for his mistake. Overstepping a little bit, but doesn't matter by what margin you overstep. You got to bowl that again, son. Sorry.
That's the story of the night for the Salem Spartans. With that extra, they go to 200 for 5, and they are going to finish their innings off with a nice free hit. Final ball of the innings, and he hits it well. 6 more to the total. Boom, 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 a super sixer for Sanjay Yadav to finish things off. And it's not done yet, because guess what? It's a no ball again.
What's going on? Yes, you can overstep once in a while, but thrice in the same over, I think that is a little bit of sloppiness from the bowler.
Just ruined his figures. It could have been 3 for 25. It's a game of inches. And what Abhishek Tanwar is doing now is marking his run-up. If you were the coach, I'm sure you will not be smiling like you are right now, Raman.
Now, what this is going to do is also going to dent the spirit of the entire side. You're conceding runs, but if you're looking ahead in this game, this is definitely going to have an impact on the overall spirit of the team as well.
Let's hope that's the final legal ball of the innings, and they end with 2. And that's why I'm saying is the final legal ball of the innings, because it wasn't legal. It is another no ball. Abhishek Tanwar, you really need to get behind that line, my friend.
It doesn't matter if you concede a 6, just stand and bowl. As simple as that, because you're not getting it right, your rhythm is not good, you're feeling the pressure, you already bowled 4 no balls. Doesn't matter.
The third umpire's suddenly been extremely busy, Raman, looking to end the innings, and he's checking a couple of things. First is the front foot no ball, and the second thing that he's looking at, because they completed 2, He's going to be checking for the short run. Sasidev is comfortably in, yes. So that will be 2. And Sanjay Yadav comes back on strike. And with those final deliveries where they shouldn't have even got 200, this is their highest score ever for the Chepauk Super Gillies. And guess what? 2 hands raised this time.
You're talking about the third umpire. What about the umpire on the field?
Should we have a check on the overs remaining now? Because he's taken ages for the final ball. I'm guessing it's well over 7 minutes from what we saw. It's just bowled. Yorker, and ends with another sixer. The final ball costing close to 18 for the Salem Spartans, and Chepauk Super Gillies post a mammoth 217.
The highest score for the Gillies side. And this is how it came about. Nonchalant strike from the left-hander. Went clean as a whistle into the crowd.
Hi Apar, how was it the first time playing for Chepauk Super Gillies?
Really good. We were all excited and looking forward, and I think everything went well. But only 50% of the match is done. But I think we batted really well. Jaggi and Pradosh laid the foundation for us, and we finished really well.
Yes, I was going to ask about Pradosh. How was it watching that youngster play today?
I think Pradosh has been waiting for this innings for a very long time, and I'm very happy for him. He batted really well. He took his time in the beginning, and then he started going right after the bowlers.
And you gave him a good partnership as well.
Yeah, I tried to contribute. I wanted to get some time in. First 10 balls was slightly on the slower side, but then I wanted to make use of the first 10 balls and then go for the big shots.
Yes, also you're the third highest run getter in the entire TNPL. I'm sure you had a good start today, would you say?
Definitely, but I'm not thinking about the highest run getter or anything like that. I wanted to contribute for the team, bat well, and bat according to the situation.
All right. Having played for so many franchisees, what is the difference for playing for Chepauk Super?
I think they have a very professional setup. They have a very good support staff. I think Hemangna has tasted success a lot of times. Yes. They know how to get it done. So I think they have a very professional setup. We prepared really well for the tournament.
And what about the last over? Were you expecting that?
I think as a batting unit, we would love to have free hits, but as a bowler, it's very difficult. It's unfortunate also. But we were thinking about 205 or 210, but we're very happy with 217.
Thank you so very much. Hope you have a wonderful second innings.
Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, we are joined here with Hemang Badani, the head coach of Chepauk Super Gillies. Hello sir, how are you today?
Very well, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. So tell us sir, you have been the most successful...
First and foremost, cut the sir, Hemang is fine.
Okay Hemang, tell me, you have been very successful, not just TNPL, anywhere you go. What is the secret?
Well, I think first and foremost, thank you. I think it's more to do with understanding the format, more to do with how do I enhance my players, what are they looking at, demands of the sport, demands of the situation, demands of which part of the world you're playing, all that comes into the picture. But basically try and keep it simple, make things easy for the players and try and see how you can complement them.
Fantastic. And this year we had the auction as well, and some of your players were not retained. How did you feel about that?
Well, it's unfortunate. Unfortunately, with the auction, you do end up losing a lot of your players. In our case, a lot of prolific players who've done well for us over many years. But I think that's the way the auction goes, and you have to try and move on, try and regroup, build a new side. We've got good players on our side again, and hoping that we'll recreate the same buzz.
That's what the question that I wanted to ask you. But every year you have a new team. Like, how do you manage to do that again? Because every time we see you very close to the finals or lifting the cup. How do you even do that?
Are you jinxing it right now?
Not really.
Now, to be honest, I don't have an answer to that. As I said, try and just maximize the players, try and maximize their potential, try and help them do better, try and understand where they're coming from. The backgrounds are very important. A lot of these young boys come from very simple, humble backgrounds. They can get overawed with the situation, overawed with what you get to see here. But 10 or 1,000 people watching the game, so many watching it on live television, playing under lights. That's something they've not used to.
Exactly.
Try and make them understand at the end of the day, it's just a cricket match. It's a contest between bat and ball.
Yeah.
Like you would play in your backyard. See how easy can you make things for them and let them go there and perform.
Yeah, and this year we have the impact player rule as well. How is it going to affect our players?
I think it's a good rule. It gives a chance to another lad to play. We've seen that already in the IPL, and I think as a side, it also enhances an extra batter or an extra bowler. And with that, going forward, there won't be that desperation to have that all-rounder because you know for a fact that for that given role, you will have an extra bowler or an extra batsman.
Sorry to disturb, but is that an advantage or a disadvantage? Because we do not have all-rounders anymore with this particular role.
I am saying you may not need as many like before. With this format, you can have that extra batter, you can have that extra bowler, you have the luxury of having that extra player. So maybe in time, you may not have the need or the desperation for an all-rounder, which we've had over many years.
Yeah.
And the way I also see it is that you have a highly skilled player who is working towards one skill, wherein you actually spend more time, like an all-rounder, though he's good at his job, he's devoting his time with batting and bowling. So his time for the game is divided between two departments. But here, if you're looking at a pure bowler or a pure batter, he's all the time honing that one skill.
Yeah.
And most times, I would imagine if someone is honing and spending more time at one skill, he's going to be better than an all-rounder. You will have that all-rounder who's exceptional, but in general, anyone spending more time at one thing will be good at that.
All right. Thank you so much for all your insights. Hope you have a fantastic season this year. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As we are all set for the resumption of the second innings, the fan craze new ball picked up by the two umpires, Srinivasan, Rajesh Kannan, and the Chepauk Super Gillies will fancy themselves to defend this mammoth total. To take you through for the first 4 overs.
Which doesn't mean you throw your bat around somebody like Harish Kumar. Vastly experienced and capable of taking wickets. Extremely good batting conditions, Badri. So as a batsman, you just have to give yourselves a few deliveries to get yourself in.
That's the Tata Sonata countdown for the second innings. It's time to play. 218 needed from 120. Possible? Difficult? Yes. Need a good start. Good start from the bowler as well. Yes, LS, like you mentioned, it's important to take this innings deep as a batsman. You got to forget the number 218 for the moment at least. Power play, where do you want to be at the end of power play? 55 to 60, 1 or 2 wickets, it's all right. Middle overs, where you want to be? 120, 130. Give yourself a target of 60 to 70 runs in the last 5 overs with wickets in hand, very much possible. That's the way I will approach this innings. Easier said than done though. Harish Kumar is getting a bit of swing. In the air, but it's in the gap as well. He never wanted to keep it down. Little bit of room. Off the mark with the 4, Salem and Amit Sathik.
There was Hendricks swing, but too much width. No holding back there. When you get an opportunity, you've got to make it count. It's the Shriram boundary. Landing safely like a fixed deposit. Loose delivery. You've got to pounce on that.
You can trust the batsman to smack a 4 like that, just like Shriram Chitsalis. Still good batting conditions.
Absolutely. One of the things you got to do as a batsman, although Badri would have more to say about that, it's not only the dependence of boundaries, you got to pick up singles. Not play too many dot balls. If you pick up a single of a good delivery, that frustrates the bowler. And therein lies your chance of getting the boundaries. The last over. Oh. Dear, oh dear.
It's a good delivery. Good batting conditions, yes. But there is something for the bowler if you hit the right areas, lines, lengths. A little bit of swing early on. Chepauk Super Gillies can get it, so can Salem Spartans. But you got to bat well, you got to start well, you got to think positive, you got to believe. When you believe, you become. In the air, high up, there's a fielder underneath. Can he hold on to this? He can't. It's a hard one in the night sky with the depth perception and the wind, making it hard. Let go of it, Rohit. Couldn't get underneath that one, LS.
There was an error in judgment. It was in the air for a long time. And because of that error in judgment, he had to put in the dive forward. Didn't get underneath the ball at the right time. You need to give yourself that much time. Get under the ball quickly. Keep your eyes on the ball, which he didn't.
Dot ball, a good over. Good first over, 7 with the toss. A slip in place. Orthodox field positions. Third man and fine leg. Show of intent from the batsman, but well bowled.
Catches win your matches. Huge score on the board. Look at where he is. And then he decides to go forward with the dive. I think fielders are more reliant on putting in the dive and the slide. Had he moved correctly, he could have easily got underneath the ball and made it a simple looking catch.
If Chepauk Super Gillies can get it, so can Salem Spartans. The batting conditions are good, but they need to play well. Have they got the batting? Abhishek Tanwar is coming in at number 8. He can tonk a ball, so I see the batting lineup is pretty deep. Mohammad Adnan Khan, Moki Thariyaran, they all come under the all-rounder category. They can bat deep, LS. They can get the score. Important thing is to get a good start. Lay a nice base. Set it up for the hitters to come. But above all, they got to believe they can do it.
Let's see the phase that wins the game. It was a terrific power play, the Chepauk Super Gillies. But the most productive and very often the match-winning ones is the period from 7 to 15. They had 92 for 1. And when you're in that position, you can have 61 for 4 in the last few overs. Overs number 7 to 15 are the ones that win you games.
Well bowled by the bowler.
In yesterday's game, 14 for 3 at one stage. Then 7 to 15 was a good period. Good seat position. Maybe slightly fuller and closer to the batsman.
I like the intent from Rohit. Batsman, you can do what you want, but I'm going to stick to my line and length and the seam position. I'm going to do the fundamentals right. Good intent from Rohit. You got to control what you can. It's been a good over so far. Just 2 coming off it.
Shriram Capital TNPL 2023 Dream 11 Fantasy Players for tonight. He's been superlative, Pradosh Ranjan Paul. Consistent performer in all formats, Sunny Sandhu. At number 2, Sanjay Yadav. Well, he will come into action with the bat.
4, Chepauk.
As we see, when we're just in the beginning phase of TNPL, there are plenty of all-rounders that will come into action. 9 for no loss.
In the air, uppercut, misjudged it. That's a little bit with the wind. Rushing in, the fielder should have taken it. Harish Kumar will be upset, but Akash Sumra will take it.
Should have been on the boundary, being the shorter side and with the wind. Look at where the fielder is. He's well within the circle. Had he been on the boundary line, he would have been a sitter. If it's a 60-meter boundary, you're standing almost at 50 meter. What are you doing there?
Checking for the boundaries, umpire K. Srinivasan. Making the right decision, it's a 4.
This third man was thinking, Badri, that he's going to save the single, walking in so hard.
They say you got to aim high, Ellis, but not that high.
In the end, he had to jump high. And he couldn't jump high enough because he's walked in too much. Terrible misjudgment. 2 chances gone down already.
This is what happens, Ellis. If they are just playing a league game in the middle of the day, they would catch 9 out of 10. Show them on TV, put some lights on, make Badri and Ellis do commentary over, and they tend to drop it.
Why are you blaming yourself and me?
I'm just saying the scenario. It just puts pressure. Gone. Outside edge. Searching for it. Harish Kumar. Line, length, persistence. Pays dividends for Harish Kumar. They've lost the first wicket, the Salem Spartans.
And the temperament. He wasn't upset by a couple of drop catches. And he bowls a beauty of a delivery with an upright seam, a little bit of shape, forcing the batsman to play away from the body, inducing the mistake. Amit Satwik has gone for 6 and the score 14 for 1.
In that corridor of uncertainty. This time leg side, and the fielder stop it, yes. Swift movement from the fielder, restricts to a 1.
Good energy on the field when you pick up a wicket. Nice smart catch. Jagadisan, lovely pair of hands. Delighted to see smiles on the face. And a bowler pick his wickets.
The man with the glove had to take the catch. Short ball. Straight to the fieldsman.
Like to see wicket keepers move and take a catch. A lot of wicket keepers just dive, put in the dive. Very good line, very good playing. Get the batsman, hit him high on the bat. Just drawing him away. This should have been taken. That corridor of uncertainty has been maintained, and the wicket-taking delivery. He was probing the batsman to make a mistake, and he did.
Doesn't matter what you play, when you play, who you play. Fundamentals always earn you rewards. Harish Kumar did just that. Picked up the wicket with immaculate line and length. 17 for 1. Fan Craze, the official digital collectible partner of the TNPL, where you can win big. Chepauk Super Gillies, I tell you what, might win big, Ellis.
Saw the margin of victory last night. It was a huge margin.
In the air. But he never wanted to keep it down. This new Kukapura ball, anywhere close to a decent contact, will end up in the boundary line. It's another Shriram capital from the bat of Arvind.
Got 6 fielders on the offside, and that's where the ball needs to go. When you have just 3 fielders on the leg side and straight onto the pads, these are easy picking for any quality batsman. Just had to get into position and clear the infield, which means there's a change in field. Deep square leg, fine leg coming in.
It's good timing on the shot, but good fielding. Salem Barasan. He is one of the swiftest fielders in this competition, TNPL 2023. Left-hander going to his right side. Definitely saved 3 runs for his side. Salem Barasan.
When the ball goes to the side where there are more fielders, it's not going to be a boundary more often than not. And the time wasted in the celebration, eventually you will find their 1 over shot, and the last over might have to be bowled with 1 more fielder inside the ring. It's one thing about energy, but another thing about being cautious on time. The over 8s in any format is so very crucial, because if there is a partnership and there's some big hitting going, that's the time you can slow down your over rate.
Directed. Good throw. There's value for hitting the stumps. Umpire Rajesh Khanna will definitely go upstairs, take a second look. It just seemed like Arvind was just a bit slow reaching the crease.
Ripple for an out.
You can speak now.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire's review for run out. Can you give me a best side-on angle, please? Satisfied. Batsman grounded. Batsman grounded. I am ready with my decision for the big screen.
Lakshmi Ceramics decision, not out, and a very easy one. 4 overs bowled, 25 for 1.
Been substituted in place of Pradosh Ranjan Paul, handy mystery spinner, as I welcome Shabani into the commentary box. Hello, Shabani.
Hello, Abhi. Rocky V. Mystery spinner. Was a net bowler for CSK.
Instagram generation, I'm sure you saw his birthday celebration with MS Dhoni next to him when he was cutting his cake. A moment to cherish for the young man. B. Rocky will be in action very soon, but before that, it's the experienced Rahil Shah taking over proceedings. He's a wily customer. It doesn't give away too many. The good thing is the CSG team now have a host of captains to support. Jagadisan was the captain of the Trichy team last year. Rahil Shah led a very young team well.
Extremely accurate as well. We've seen in these 2 balls already.
With the slip in place, bowling the ball away from the left-hander. Precisely for that reason, Jagadisan has given him that slip. Again, finding the fielder. This is quality stuff from the experienced Rahil Shah.
CSG overall have been very tight, economical. 26 on the board so far.
He's hit it beautifully. This one was short and it had a bit of turn, and he smashed it with a turn for his first Boom, boom, boomer. Super sixer.
Brilliant shot, the footwork on point. Clearing that front leg, creating room and space to launch into that one.
This time is a bit lucky. The end of 5, it's 33 for 1. He should bring the ball back in more than taking it away. Tossed up nicely. Just a single.
That's 6 again. Ooh, that would be painful. It's good we have the Kaveri Hospital ambulance there at all the venues, taking care of players and spectators alike.
I hope she's okay. The policewoman. Medical partners, Kaveri Hospital. We will have their support throughout this tournament. But urge all the members of the crowd to keep an eye on the action, because there'll be a lot of sixes hit at this venue here at the Ramakrishna College grounds in Coimbatore. That's hit high in the air. 3-fielder converging. But Sanjay Yadav picks up the catch comfortably. A good call from him. It was only a matter of confusion. Who needs to pick that up? But it's Baba Aprajit who picks up his first wicket playing for the Super Gillies.
Very well bowled. Saw the batter coming down the pitch, pulled the ball short. And Sanjay Yadav running in to complete what could possibly be a Sharon Ply power catch of the match. S. Aravind goes for 17, 35 for 2, Salem Spartans.
Oh, yeah! Extremely consistent. Baba Aprajit pushing his length forward to the new batter. The settled one pulling his length back. Wide this time. What's surprising is that Kaushik Gandhi, who used to open for every single team in the past, has not turned out to bat. 2 wickets have fallen. He's still not in. Was the captain and opener for the Chepauk Super Gillies. Now he finds himself demoted to number 5.
A different role for him, looks like, for Salem Spartans. Plenty of experience, though.
A great over to finish the power play from Baba Aprajit. Just 5 runs coming off it. 38 for 2 at the end of the power play. Quite good. And the second one on show, Silambarasan. Average under 20, best of 4 for 13, 39 wickets in the TNPL.
Two left-arm spinners, but different styles. Rahul Shah, of course, taller. Silambarasan, not as tall. And Rahul Shah also angling the ball into the right-hander. Not as much turn. So even if bowlers are of the same discipline, there could still be differences.
Yeah, the Super Gillies love their left-arm spinners. Last year they had Sai Kishore, M. Siddharth, Alexander. And you just can't seem to ignore the resemblance between someone like an Alexander and Silambarasan. Both quite short in stature. Darting the ball in. Oh, what a shot that is! For a second, that was a single at best. But Mokit Hariharan manages to pick a Shriram 4.
Perfectly bisects the two fielders on the boundary. Gets into a good position, times it well. Off the bat, didn't look like it was flying away, but the ball kept running. It was all about placement. Follows it up with a single, bringing Akash Sumra on strike. A bit of a partnership building here for Salem Spartans.
Sumra has taken up 14 deliveries. For his 14, will be thinking of a move on here. Unfortunately for him, he's just not been able to find that rhythm whatsoever. Which again asks the question, where is Kaushik Gandhi?
The Super Gillies bowlers have bowled accurately, maintaining good line and length, bowling in great areas, not giving the batters any room or width to play their shots. Looking for two there. Good work. The sweeper cover fielder to keep that down to 1. 7 overs gone, 45 for 2 Spartans.
Built their team up well this year at the auctions. They're seeing the results of it. The experienced campaigner, Baba Aprajit, rolling his arm over and understanding what lengths to bowl on this pitch, because what he did to Arvind was, as soon as he saw him stepping out, pulled the length back, only got the elevation, no distance. A very poor throw in the end, in the middle of the pitch. Let's get back to Baba Aprajit's lengths, because he was nowhere near the pitch of the ball, Arvind. This man was, and could be, the Sharon Ply power catch of the match.
Aprajit has varied his lines, length, and pace very well. As you mentioned, of course, that wicket, pulling that ball shorter. As soon as he saw S. Arvind dancing down the track. But other than that as well, bowling fuller, bowling slightly slower to extract a bit more turn off the wicket.
Silambarasan is quick across the turf. And that's something they take pride in, the fielding of the Chepauk Super Gillies. A well-oiled unit. It's the ball we're talking about. Just a single again. Great over from Baba Aprajit. It's 51 for 2. Beg your pardon, there's one more ball. This over just brings up the 50 for the Salem Spartans with that single. Appeal, big appeal from Baba Aprajit. Are they going to go upstairs? Jagadisan saying it's bat. He's quite confident about it. No review then. It off well. It's the turn of Silambarasan. A misfield and could well be a boundary, as I welcome W.V. Raman.
Thank you, Abhi. Played it late, waited for the ball to come on, and then picked the gap as well. There was a good attempt, despairing dive, but that did not prevent the boundary there. Nicely timed. The key to generating power when you play a late cut is in having neutral wrists and then employing them at the right time. As Badri slides in to the com box, he nodded in approval. looking at the way that shot was played. Must have been reminiscing within himself about the cuts that he played during his time.
Surely, coach. I would have loved to bat on this track. Good batting conditions here. Slidey customer. Silambarison, short in stature, bowls faster through the air. Hard to get underneath the ball. Last ball, last over. There was an appeal, but apparently there was an edge. Ultra edge. Clearly indicates well bowled, slower this time.
Yeah, but it seemed good. 54 for 2 in the 9th over, but they're chasing a huge target here. Salem, 218. They need to play a few big shots here. The pressure is on them.
Reverse sweep. Already, there's been a marked difference in the fielding between these two sides. Short third man moving well to his right, saved a certain boundary.
Improvisations coming thick and fast. I suspect something's got to give here because they know they got to get a move on here. They got to pick up a few boundaries. So therein lies the chance for the bowlers here for the Gillies side.
Required rate going all out 15 runs per over. Something's got to give. I reckon they might not take on Silambarison and the big boundary. End of 9, 56 for 2. There's no excuses for 4 no balls and 11 ball 20th over, coach. Goes downtown. Mogi Tariyaran. Placement is good as well. Mogi Tariyaran can bat. He's gone underneath. This ball from Baba Apajit gets a much needed boundary.
Yes, he's taking his chances here, playing across the spin, dragging it from outside the off stump. But the saving grace was that the long on fielder was wider, so he had a gap there to play with.
I reckon this over's got to be big. The wind is in favor. Baba Apajit, definitely not a 4-over bowler every match. But this has got to be now or never. Got to be a big over, coach. I think it's got to be a 15 or minimum 20 run over for them to get back into the game. Gone. Something had to give. It's a wicket. Tried to go behind the wicket, but then ended up in the hands of the fielder.
Sumra had the option there. The pace was there as well. All he needed to do was get it over the infield, which he did not. Instead, he gave a simple, straightforward catch to the fielder at 45. He departs for 24, and Salem Spartans are 61 for 3.
Apajit Baba certainly enjoyed it. When a batsman can bowl and he gets a wicket, it's pure joy. This is the fan craze, fan zone. Oh, that's a good delivery. Rather too good to get a wicket. Mokit Hariharan playing all over it. By signal.
Looking to work the ball away on the onside, but did not cover the line. Not much of turn there. It's just a case of the batter playing down the wrong line.
Kaushik Gandhi will retain strike. End of 10, 64 for 3. But I'm sure they wouldn't bowl a 20th over with 11 balls and 4 no balls. Yeah, that just happened. Rocky coming into bowl, faster through the air. Mystery spinner.
That doesn't seem to be a bee in the bonnet, Badri. Seems to be a bee all over the last over for you.
I'm still getting over that, coach. It over kept going on forever. Just like this IPL final.
But if you look at the scorecard, you will realize that the damage was done by then.
Shriram Capital, TNPL 2023, Dream 11 fantasy players. Most points for this match. Pradosh Ranjan Paul right at the top. No surprise to see 4 Chepauk Super Gillies players, Sanjay Yadav, Jagadisan and Baba Apajit. Down the leg side, he's got pace on the ball. Got a little nick. Kaushik Gandhi gets his first boundary. Streaky, but still good enough.
Nicely played in the onside. Straying onto the pads was a Rocky there. And all Kaushik Gandhi had to do was get some bat on it. Because the fielder on the onside was at 45.
One's on the leg side, another one's on the offside. Where were you, Kaushik Gandhi? All this experience and talent. You needed to be up the order in this match. Back-to-back boundaries for him.
This is a poor delivery, short and wide. And that is utilized well by Kaushik Gandhi. Played it right behind him into the cap. That's what experience is all about. You don't really have to manufacture shots. Make use of the opportunities that come your way.
He's a very good batsman, Kaushik Gandhi. A complete batsman. He's got loads of experience, got all his runs at the top of the order opening. What is he doing coming into number 5?
Theoretically, rationally, you will have the best batter given the opportunity to bat the maximum number of overs.
Speaking of the best, the new Citroen C3. Stylish. Good for the environment. Born French, but made in India. It's in the air. It's gone. Mohit Hariharan is the next man to depart. A nothing shot really. Slower. This ball didn't give any pace, Rocky. Mohit Hariharan falls to the trap.
Dragging it from outside the off stump was Mohit Hariharan. Did not get the distance. He is dejected. Sharon Ply, power catch of the match. Was it? We'll have to wait and see because there's still a lot of cricket left. But for the time being, Mohit Hariharan has to walk back to the pavilion for 14 and Salem was 75 for 4.
Coach, I'm sure you agree. It's the long side and you're hitting into the wind. It's a short ball. Why don't you try to hit a boundary? T20 cricket, I understand, we've got to play smart as well.
I was going to say that we saw Kaushik Gandhi play a late cut using a similar kind of delivery to his advantage, and Mohit had that opportunity because the ball was short and wide. I think the shot that he wanted to play was not perhaps the best of choices.
It's undone by the speed as well. Oh, the weather is cool, but the ice cream looks yum. Kid having a very good time. Oh, what a face. The best time of your life, isn't it? Nice to see the crowd coming in, enjoying the cricket. Man Bafna tries to go big. Hasn't got the luxury of time. He has to go from ball 1.
At least he's made his intent clear. I saw him play a couple of good knocks in the last edition of TNPL. Talented batter.
He's a local boy too, from Coimbatore, Man Bafna. The ground is new. The conditions wouldn't be for him. He's got the shortish boundary. He's got the wind behind his back as well. So I think he's going to go every ball of this over. Man Bafna. Do or die time for him.
But he's got to contend with the required run rate of 16.5. We are talking about the shot employed by Mohit when he got out. That's what pressure does to you. You don't make the best of choices.
Yeah, that's the time when intent turns into desperation. Mohit Hariharan pulled it. Pulled it but dragged it as well. Kaushik Gandhi, vastly experienced, but even for him, it's too steep, I think. This asking rate constantly climbing now, up to 17 runs per over. Salem Spartans need more than good cricket. They need magic. Man Bafna goes big with the win. Middle of the bat, goes over the shed. The ball will come down eventually, but the asking rate will come down only just a bit. Ends the 12th over with a 6, 86 for 4.
Rocky. Can be expensive, but it's important to take wickets. You need a wicket-taking bowler in the middle overs, and he can be one of them. Good evening to Shabani.
Good evening, Ellis. Already picking up a wicket in his first over, Rocky. A mystery spinner. The last ball in the previous over going for 6. Well played by Man Bafna. His head right on top of it. Reaching, using his arms, freeing them for a big 6.
That's why a lot of off-spinners need to learn to bowl the overspin. His length will be very similar to what Sunil Narine does, or a Varun Chakravarti does, because he's flat, quicker through the air, just back of a length. Pitched it up, and fielder getting underneath it. They fielded much better. Dropped a couple of catches early, but Harish has got very, very good hands and judges his catch to perfection.
This ball slower through the air, pitched up, going for it. Man Bafna, Harish Kumar made good ground. It could well be the Sharon Ply power catch of the match. Got to it, did the hard yards, and completed it very well. Man Bafna goes for 8, 87 for 5, the Spartans.
They need a bowler, somebody like Rocky. Even if he goes for a few, he's capable of getting wickets. And this was not an easy catch, Shabani.
He made it look easier than it was. Those mats, the sponsor mats, it's a change in surface. Texture is different. The spikes may get stuck. He did very well to take it.
No run! Excellent over this, 88 for 5. We all know some of the cricketers love bikes. And you love this bike as well, the 8th bike. Electric, trendy, stylish. I've loved these kind of bikes. Very easy in Chennai traffic.
Trendy. Made
Absolutely.
for you, Ellis.
Yeah. Electric as well. Eco-friendly. Good bowling performance overall. Can be complacent at times when you have a big score on the board. Fantastic commitment in the field.
Great coverage by the fielders. The point fielder got to it, but the short third fielder was also running around in case that point fielder missed it. Their fielding has been quite good in this innings.
Rahul Shah is a very experienced customer. He's not giving the batsman enough time to improvise.
been very accurate. He knows exactly what line he wants to bowl and has been bowling it to his field. Sweeper cover comes around, keeping that down to a single.
Also gets in his overs very quickly, always good for the fielding captain. If somebody can get his overs in quickly. He's gone through with the shot, it's in the air. And another easy catch taken. He's probably one of the better fielders in this team for the Chepauk Super Gillies. And that's the reason why Harish Kumar is placed in the deep.
Not just about field placement, but also fielder placement. Who is where? Harish Kumar taking another good catch. Not easy, night sky lights. A good catch to dismiss Abhishek for 3, 92 for 6, Salem Spartans.
He gets very close to the stumps, Salem Barasan. Find a lot of left arm spinners going almost to the return crease. And this has a lot of advantages. You bowl a much better line. Both stump to stump very often. The batsman is in doubt. Can Kaushik Gandhi do? They've got to reassess the situation. Maybe needs to open the innings.
Flat batted this one down the ground. Came out, Salem Barasan pulled the length back a bit, but adjusted well. It's the fan crazed flash superstar, Pradosh Ranjan Paul right on top with 163 points. No surprises there.
Go to option now for Sunny Sandhu. Nice seam position. Good to see the ball dipping on the batsman. A hint to turn. Oh, he's put it down. A straightforward dolly. Sasi Dev, the fielder, you can't drop those.
Had a second chance of it as well. A fairly straightforward catch. A life here for Sunny Sandhu.
Actually difficult to drop those.
Two left-arm spinners bowling in tandem, different styles. Rahul Shah, of course, taller, Salem Barasan shorter. Also the lines they're bowling. Slightly different, Salem Barasan outside off. Rahul Shah attacking the stumps more often than not.
Starting to turn just a little bit. Just match number 2 in the Shriram capital TNPL. Dropped a couple of chances earlier. There's been some misfielding too. Much better this time. But we can say Harish has been the standout fielder.
Despite a few drop catches, they've still picked up 6 wickets. What that tells me is the bowlers have created opportunities. Plenty of opportunities, even with drop catches. Salem are still 6 wickets down.
Experience comes in handy for Rahul Shah. Having premeditated the batter, bowler knows exactly what to do. This is hammered away. We'll get him 4 runs. It's a long way to go, even getting close to the target.
Frees his arms nicely, width on offer, gets into a good position to unleash. No fielder there on the boundary. Long off and sweeper cover.
He's been looking for this shot for a very long time, eventually finds the middle of the bat. Boundary to end the over, 16 gone, 106 for 6.
This innings needs a ventilator ASAP. With Kaushik Gandhi playing more of a finishing role, unlike the roles he's played in the past. A reshuffle is required for the Salem Spartans batting order. So I welcome W.E. Raman for the final 4 these innings.
Some rejuvenation is also needed for the TNPL because it's turned out to be a damp script tonight. And it was a reasonable game yesterday as we see another wicket falling down here. It's the 7th wicket falling for the Salem Spartan. 23 was Kaushik Gandhi, who's looking to come down the track and chip it over the bowler. Taps it back, straight back to the bowler. Very soft dismissal. 7th wicket down.
Where was he hiding? He sent the ball miles off his first ball, Mohammad Aznan Khan. Where were you all along?
This was a remarkable shot. He moves away, backs out, and then he sees that the line is altered by the bowler and the ball is coming straight at him and then recovers quickly enough to send it sailing over mid-wicket. Good presence of mind and good execution.
It's a huge sixer. Talk about guts, first ball.
Ball.
Tries again, but the bowler was wise enough to push the ball slightly wider.
Trying to outget the batsman was the left-arm spinner.
Silamarasan also for his new team has been quite good tonight. Figures of 1 for 26, his final ball. And he possibly ends that with a boundary, a thickish outside edge. Spoils his figures a little bit. 1 for 30 for him after 4 overs, 119 for 7. Oh. Mohammad Adnan Khan has come out all guns firing. Swung every ball, managed to connect. The second one, this time gets himself a boundary.
Yeah, great Vijay Arul with a dose of frustration-inducing shot that going for a big one, goes of a thickish edge over the shot third. And these are the kind of shots that the bowlers don't like.
Just thinking, Raman, that it could be the frustration that he was sitting in the dugout all this while. Mohammad Adnan Khan, known for his batting skills and sent quite late in the batting order. But Viju Arul is a debutant for Chepauk Super Gillies with a slightly different action. Slower ball. We're seeing a lot of slingers coming into the game of late.
Yes, he does run close to the stumps and then try to release it in a unique manner. A bouncy run up as he approaches the stumps. He stutters a little bit. So that is obviously making him release the ball the way he's doing. It's not that he's trying to bowl round arm, it's just that he's got to get his arm over quickly enough because of the stutter as he gets into his delivery stride.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of people aren't aware of, Raman, because of what happens in your run-up eventually results in where you deliver the ball from, and that's why I'm presuming you're talking about the stutter in the run-up.
It's like it's always about the setup when it comes to the batters. It's always a run-up for the bowlers. It's a chain of events that is making up a fast bowler's action, starting from the run-up on to the delivery stride and release and follow through. Just to make it simple, and these terms are enough.
Thought you were going to go on about that. I will save it for another evening. But Viju Arul started off well with a few good Yorkers. 8 coming off that 127 of 7. He's turned up for many teams in the past. Even though he doesn't lack the pace, he has the accuracy. You can expect him to deliver a few Yorkers. That's exactly what he does. He's turned up for a few teams, including the Panthers, the Dragons. Speaking of the Dindigul Dragons, Dindigul Dragons are playing tomorrow evening, and you may ask what's special. Well, to start things off, we have a new team name, Ballsy Trichy, but a certain R. Ashwin will be in action tomorrow for the Dindigul Dragons. Expecting him to turn up here in Coimbatore. He's already landed is what I hear. And he was here at the nets. Straight away, straight in. Good running in the end from the two. Could have had a run out, but Rohit couldn't manage to collect the ball. Speaking of the Dindigul Dragons, R. Ashwin participating in this tournament is a massive boost. But speaking of stars, we are seeing a superstar possibly emerge in Adnan Khan.
One thing for sure, he can hit a long ball, and he hits it cleanly. We've seen him play a few good shots already, and this one was off the bat in a flash.
1 4 and 2 6s for young Adnan Khan. I think we'll be seeing a few international stars tomorrow, possibly Washington Sundar, R. Ashwin. Mouth-watering contests in store for you tomorrow, day 3 of Shriram Capital TNPL. That's a big one again. That's back-to-back sixes for Adnan Khan. Where was he hiding?
Once again going down the ground, and this time is much more straighter than the previous occasion, and farther as well.
He packs a punch, this guy. He's part of the squad when I was with the Laika Kovai Kings earlier. Still a young boy then, but showed a lot of potential. He's still in his early 20s. But this is exactly what he can do. Hat-trick of sixes for Muhammad Adnan Khan. And he is putting on a show here.
He sure is. And the shots that he's played are really incredible. Not the easiest of shots to play when the ball is following you and you're tucked up for room, but he's still managing to send the ball sailing over the mid-wicket fence, and that too by a fair distance.
Silver lining for the Salem Spartans, a strike rate of 283. That's just like rubbing salt into their wounds because they've had a forgettable night. They'll be thinking we definitely need a reshuffle in our batting order. Wide given. This is turning out to be the most expensive over of this innings. 22 of it already.
We're talking about his hitting ability. Look at that. Just wide of long on, and this one down the ground. And the next one over mid-wicket. And look at the way he watches the ball till the end.
Can he get 4? Sure he can. Thanks to some sloppy work in the outfield. 4 sixes in the over for young Adnan Khan. And that brings up the 150 for the Salem Spartans, 155 for 7. He's trying to get in on the act, picks up possibly 2. Adnan Khan wants the strikes, but Sunny Sandhu isn't interested.
I'm sure the public though.
This one skied. And that's the 8th wicket. A comfortable catch for Rahil Shah. But that's a special moment for this young man. On debut, picks up his first wicket in the TNPL. Viju Arul.
Looking to go over the onside because of the leading edge. Rahil Shah says, not the easiest of catches. But somehow he manages to hold on to it. Sunny Sandhu dismissed for 19. And the Spartans 157 for 8.
Down the ground, but the fielder was placed in front, quite straight. He's off the mark, Abhishek Tanwar, but the good thing is Adnan Khan is back on strike. Can he get to 50? That's the byplot. Because he deserves one for sure with his hitting exhibition. Oh yes, this is sensational. A boom, boom, boomer, super sixer for the powerful Adnan Khan.
He's making it seem it's as easy as shelling pizza. The way he's hitting sixes is really entertaining and also something that you really marvel about.
Come on, he's got 6 sixes in his 14-ball stay. Wow. 46 of 14. Oh, almost to a 50. But can't get the opportunity. Will be stuck on 47. Unless Viju Arul decides to do an Abhishek Tanwar of the final ball of the innings.
No matter what, Adnan has been in song tonight. Some lusty hitting coming from him, and unfortunately he may not have the opportunity to get to his 50.
Final ball of the innings. And it ends with the dismissal of Abhishek Tanwar. Second wicket for Viju Arul. A comfortable catch for Sanjay Yadav in the deep. And the domination of the Chepauk Super Gillies in the TNPL continues as they win by 52 runs comfortably.
This is the last ball and a wicket falls.
Winning the toss, selecting to bat, and most of his batters in the runs, key bowlers performing. Some areas of concern in the field, but overall a clinical performance from the Chepauk Super Gillies.
It's been a bit of a contrast between the two teams in every which way you look at it. Super Gillies got everything spot on, won the toss, decided to bat, put up a good score. They're planning really well as far as their bowling options were concerned as well. And tactically too, they were superior. But on the other hand, Salem Spartans made some decisions which you would really be wondering about even long after this game is over.
They need to get their plans right and quickly.